No one expected Taylor Swift's mom to speak up. Not about this, not about him. Yet just as the eras to her documentary trailer dropped, Andrea Swift, usually silent, private, and fiercely protective, broke her silence with one rare sentence about Travis Kelce that instantly set the internet on fire. And the timing. That's what has everyone asking the same question. Why now for years? Andrea Swift has stayed completely out of her daughter's dating headlines. She's watched quietly, supported privately, and kept her thoughts far away from the chaos of fan theories and tabloid noise. That's why what she said in the New Eras to her doc trailer didn't just surprise people. It stunned them. In the middle of a behind-the-scenes montage, Andrea's voice cuts through with a simple, steady line. Travis Kelce. He brings a lot of happiness. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't staged. It felt like a mother accidentally letting her guard down for half a second. And Swifties immediately caught it, because Andrea doesn't comment. Not on breakups, not on new relationships, not even on the ones fans assumed she approved of. Her silence has always spoken louder than words. So, when she finally did speak, and chose to say something this warm, this direct, this genuine, it instantly became one of the most replayed moments in the entire trailer. Fans took it as a quiet blessing, the kind of subtle approval that has historically meant a lot in Taylor's relationships. Andrea has always been Taylor's anchor, her soft place to land, the person who can read a room without saying a single thing. And when that person finally says something, people listen. But this wasn't the only moment fans couldn't stop rewinding. Right after Andrea's unexpected comment, the trailer cuts to a moment that fans instantly labeled the softest clip Taylor has ever released. Taylor is sitting in the back of a car, barely lit by passing streetlights, smiling down at her phone with that unmistakable look, the kind you only give someone who makes you feel safe. She picks up the call, and before Travis Kelce even says a word, you can hear the happiness in her voice. Then comes the joke that took over TikTok in under an hour. We basically do the same job. It was classic Taylor, playful, ironic, and just a little self-aware. And Travis doesn't miss a beat. He fires back with, "You've got teammates. I got teammates." It's such a simple exchange, but the chemistry in their voices says everything fans have been guessing for months. No dramatic score, no slow motion edit, just a people talking like they've been each other's favorite person for a long time. Even through a phone call, the connection feels effortless. The kind of connection that doesn't need big gestures to be real. And for many fans watching, this tiny conversation became the highlight of the entire trailer. But the trailer didn't stop there. It went even deeper. Then comes the part of the trailer that no one thought Taylor would ever share. The backstage moments. Not staged, not polished, not meant for stadium screens. Just Taylor and Travis being normal. There's a blink and you miss it clip of them kissing behind the curtains. The kind of quick, instinctive kiss to people give when they forget cameras even exist. No performance, no posing. Just a real couple in their own little world. Right after that, the energy shifts into something playful. Travis is backstage, trying to rehearse for his now iconic Wembley surprise. And Taylor is laughing as she tries to teach him the timing. It's messy, adorable, and almost too wholesome for a trailer watched by millions. At one point, he does the move completely wrong, looks at her for help, and she just shakes her head like, "Oh my God, you're hopeless," while trying not to laugh. Fans immediately called this the softest footage Taylor has ever released. Not because it's romantic in a big, cinematic way, but because it feels like the moments you only share with someone who knows you better than anyone else. Moments where you can breathe, mess up, laugh, and just exist. And then, of course, there's the final rehearsal clip. Travis getting the move right, Taylor clapping. Both of them grinning like kids who just pulled off a secret prank. And then Taylor dropped the caption that had everyone talking. When Taylor finally posted the trailer, she paired it with a caption that had fans reading between every single line. "Honestly can't think of a better way to celebrate my almost birthday," she wrote, a soft reminder that this wasn't just a promo drop. It was personal. The day before she turned 36, she chose to give fans something far more meaningful than a simple announcement. She invited them to go backstage. Not just backstage at the Eras tour, but backstage into her life, into her relationships, into the moments she usually locks away behind hotel doors, studio walls, and tight security. The timing felt intentional, almost symbolic. Right before stepping into a new year of her life, Taylor opened the curtain just a little wider, letting fans see the pieces of joy, stress, love, and chaos that shaped one of the biggest years of her career. It wasn't just content. It was a gift, a timestamp, a moment of transparency right before turning the page. And for someone who has spent her entire adult life fighting to protect her private world, releasing something this intimate on the eve of her birthday said more than any statement ever could. And this doc isn't just a recap. It's a full-scale deep dive. End of an Era isn't just another tour documentary. It's the closest thing fans have ever gotten to stepping inside Taylor's world, while the biggest tour on Earth was unfolding around her. Disney Plus describes it as a deep look at the development, the impact, and the inner workings behind the Era's tour. But the trailer hints at something even bigger, a bridge between Taylor's public triumphs and the private life she's finally letting people see. It shows the machine behind the magic, the planning, the pressure, the sleepless nights, and the moments Taylor had to hold herself together before walking on stage like nothing was wrong. But it also shows the people who kept her grounded, the small joys she clung to while managing the most ambitious tour of her career, and the personal moments that shaped each performance. For years, fans only saw the end result, the outfits, the stadium lights, the perfectly timed transitions. This doc finally pulls the lens back to reveal how much of Taylor's heart, time, and actual life went into keeping the tour alive. And this time, her personal life isn't hidden in the background. It's woven directly into the narrative. The highs of the tour and the highs of her relationship sit side by side, showing just how much these two worlds were building at the same time. And speaking of personal, the engagement storyline continues. When the trailer reminded fans of the engagement, it sent everyone right back to that August 26th moment, the day Taylor and Travis announced their future together with a single post that practically broke the internet. It wasn't a glossy photo shoot or a dramatic rollout. It was simple, romantic, and completely them. The photos from the garden proposal already had fans tearing up, but the caption is what truly sealed it. Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. It was the most Taylor Swift thing imaginable, a blend of humor, nostalgia, and total self-awareness. Fans called it her most grounded announcement ever, because instead of leaning into celebrity glamour, Taylor framed the moment like two regular people who met in the hallway of a normal life and somehow made it last. That caption instantly became a meme, a reference point, and one of the most iconic lines she's ever attached to a major announcement. And what made the whole thing sweeter was how unfiltered it felt. No PR language, no dramatic teaser, just two people quietly telling the world, hey, we chose each other. But then Taylor made an admission on live TV that stunned Fallon. When Taylor sat down with Jimmy Fallon last month, fans expected the usual album talk, a few jokes, maybe a behind-the-scenes story from tour life. What they didn't expect was Taylor opening up about the one detail Travis Kelce kept almost completely secret, the ring. She revealed that Travis didn't just pick it out, he designed it. He worked with the jeweler, customizing every angle, every detail, every part of the band and setting until it looked exactly the way he imagined it on her hand. And the moment Taylor started explaining it, her whole voice changed. She wasn't performing. She wasn't giving a rehearsed line. She was emotional in a way you almost never see from someone who has lived in the spotlight since she was a teenager. I'm still like, oh man, wow, she admitted, laughing at herself. I look at it constantly. It doesn't feel normal for me. Then came the line that made Fallon freeze for a second. He's my favorite person I've ever met. Not favorite boyfriend. Not favorite partner. Just favorite person. For someone as careful with her words as Taylor, fans immediately caught the weight of that. Because when she looked down at the ring, she didn't describe diamonds or design or sparkle. She described what it represented. The idea of forever. The comfort of knowing she gets to spend her life with someone who genuinely feels like home. And Kelce hasn't held back his feelings either.